Hi you guys, what's up? I hope you are well. In this video, I'm really excited because I'm talking about something that I look forward to talking about for a very long time now, and that is giving my review of the Eye-to-Eye TEFL certificate program or certificate course. And since I've given a review, that means that I'm done with the course. So yay, that's awesome. I'm so excited to be done. I started in early May, and so it took me about a month and a half to complete it. And it's crazy because when I first signed up for the training, I thought like, oh, I'm just gonna get through with it in like 2 weeks, so I won't have to be bothered. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. But once you get, absorbed and immersed in the in the certificate program, you realize that it's a little bit more than what you may have bargained for. So like me, I was thinking that it would be so easy because I just graduated from grad school, so this should be like not that difficult. But it did challenge me, which is really good because I was afraid that it would be too easy. So I'm glad that I got a lot out of it, and I was exposed to things that I've never learned before. So that was awesome. So just to start off, I just want to give you a breakdown of what courses or what sections I took in particular with the Eye-to-Eye certificate. You can take up to, you can take from 20 hours all the way up to like 160, I think. And I took 120 hours because I'm going through the EPIC program and I needed at least 100 hours, but I decided to get 20 extra hours of in-class portion just because I thought it would be neat to get that one-on-one interaction and be in that classroom setting. So I got the 20-hour grammar course. I got the 20-hour in-class course, as I just mentioned. I got the 60-hour just general online TEFL. And then I got the 10 hours of teaching young learners and then 10 hours of teaching large classes. So I got several different certificates, and I took several different training sections with Eye-to-Eye. And I do want to mention that it is a UK run organization, so when you are calling their office, you do need to be mindful of that if you are calling from the United States or somewhere else like I am. That was something that I was I had to get used to. And also I want to talk about, well, first, let me just say that overall, I think that my experience with Eye-to-Eye was good, and I would recommend it to someone else, especially since my class was $600 altogether, which was really awesome, especially since I got a in-class portion. I spent a weekend in class, and that was $300 for that particular training. And I was looking at competitors, and I was actually looking at another training, Eye-to-Eye training program that was $2,000. So $600 was a fraction of the cost, and I thought I still got a lot out of it. Okay, so first I want to talk about the customer service that I received. I called them several different times, just asking them different questions I had about the courses or the tests that I had to take. And, as long as you call within the UK hours, they always answered. They're so nice. I don't know if it's just people living in the UK or if it's particular to the Eye-to-Eye customer service reps, but they are so kind. I've never had any better customer service in my life. Like, they were so generous and like, oh, how are you? Of course, yeah. What, ask me any questions that you have. So I didn't feel bad, asking them a lot of questions, and, I didn't feel like I was a bother or anything. They made it feel like they were happy to hear from me. And also, I want to talk about the tutor that I was assigned. So when you're going through the courses, you're assigned one, maybe two tutors, and when you are doing the writing portion, they are the ones who grade the sections and give you comments and give you feedback on the work that you submitted. They're the ones that make sure that you got the necessary information from the modules that you were supposed to get. I thought that the information and the feedback that I got from the tutor was good overall. However, I did think that a few times it was kind of like flaky or just generic, so I didn't feel like it was tailored specifically towards me. I feel like a few times my tutor like copied and pasted from, you know, some writing that he created and just gave me like a very generic feedback. So that was a little confusing, but that only happened a few times. The rest of the times I did feel that the feedback was geared towards me and that it was helpful. And also, one thing I want to mention, if you are ordering this course online, definitely, and if you're using a credit card, well, I think there's no other way you have to use a card. But if you're using a card, call your bank beforehand and tell them that you are about to make a international purchase so that they can take the block off of your card. Because I had to try several different times to buy the online course, but I had issues because it was a blank on my account. So just to forewarn you right there. And also, now I want to talk a little bit about the class portion, because as I mentioned, I did do 20 hours of in-class portion with Eye to Eye. And I live in Chicago, Illinois, so I actually took the class in Chicago, Illinois. It was in the downtown area. It was in a really beautiful hotel. We had a very nice venue. I thought it was great, and I really do recommend anyone who can afford it to take the class portion with Eye to Eye, because just being in the atmosphere and doing the different activities that you may have learned, you know, on the online portions, and just putting it into reality and actually, you know, being involved in it, I think it really does help to solidify everything that you learn a little bit more, and it makes you feel more confident that you can go in a classroom and actually do these activities with other people. It was very interactive, even though it was from like 9 in the morning to 7 at night. It wasn't boring. I thought the teacher was really fun, and I learned a lot about her, and she taught me a lot about how to make sure that a class is having fun but learning at the same time. So I really did enjoy the experience, and I also was able to meet some other people who were taking the class with me who are going to the same place that I'm going, or you know, I exchange information with all of them, because as a traveler, you never know what country you're going to end up in, and it's always good to, you know, have people in different parts of the world. And it was really helpful to, you know, be in class with the people who are also going to South Korea like me too. So in-class portion was really good, and it also gave you the opportunity to create lesson plans and to actually conduct it in a class. So we would do like a role play thing, and the other students that you're taking the class with would pretend to be your students, and then you would actually you know, teach them the way you would teach actual kids. Now, it wasn't like full 45-minute lesson plans, but it was portions of a lesson plan that you would create in a classroom setting. So I thought that was really fun, really exciting. I learned so much from that in-class portion, and I definitely give it a thumbs up. I like the in-class portion more than I like the online portion in general. However, I did like I mentioned before, I thought the class was good overall. The Eye to Eye, you know, certificate program. And also, now I'm going to talk a little bit about some negatives. As I mentioned, the comments were sometimes generic that I felt. And also, on some of the tests, it was easy to guess. Like, say if I was really annoyed and just tired one day, it was really easy to just, you know, guess and act like I knew the material when I really didn't. I don't really know what can be changed to make it harder to guess, but that was the case sometimes. And also, the test sometimes asks stuff that I didn't learn in the module. So that was kind of annoying, because it made me wonder, like, where am I supposed to get this information, you know, if I wasn't taught the information. So that only happened a few times, though. Most of the time it was information that you learned in the module. But I mean, honestly, I think that was pretty much all the negatives that I had. I mean, for the money, you definitely get a lot out of it. I had no idea that I was going to walk away from this training course feeling so much more confident. Like, I had to create a lesson plan for the job that I applied for in South Korea through the EPIC program, and I submitted that before I took the class. And in the class, this is another good thing. They're gonna actually make you create several different lesson plans, and it's gonna be to the point where you get tired of doing it, but it really does make it more ingrained in your head, and it makes it to where it's like second nature to you because you just do it repetitively. So it gets easier. But anyways, the lesson plan that I did for my job before I took the course, I'm actually embarrassed to even look at it because it's so crappy. Like, now that I learned so much, I look back at that and I'm like, man, I wish I would have taken this course and then, like, submitted the lesson plan. But it is what it is, and I'm so happy that I took this course. I recommend it, and if you guys have any questions, let me know, and good luck with your TEFL experience.